Brilliance Audio.
Secrets Between Friends by Tracy Buchanan. Performed by Natalie Barron. When most people think of the picturesque fishing village of Easthaven, they envisage the view depicted on its postcards, taken from the sea and sweeping up towards the 10 rows of pastel-painted cottages that trickle down to the promenade below, like a gorgeous melting pot of ice cream flavours, subtle mint and eggshell pink, sweet lilac and haze blue. But I've always preferred the view from the top of the long cobbled path that cuts through the centre of that melting pot. It's how I start each day, in fact, parking my Royal Mail van at the bottom of the hill before marching up the path so the van becomes just a red spot on the horizon. Sure, it means an uphill walk, but that's easy enough for someone who spent her school years competing in rock climbing championships. I pretend to myself I come here first so I can get the best morning shots for my Instagram account, the Jolly Postie, as I've called it. Each day, I post a scene from my postal round, anonymously of course. If people do enough digging, they'll figure out it's me, seeing as I'm the only postie covering Easthaven. But I don't want to make it too obvious. Last thing I need is the people on my old postal round getting wind of where I am now and posting rude comments. As soon as that starts, the account will be closed. It'll be a shame, though. I'm at over 500 followers now. But no, the truth is, I start my round up here because it's where I get the best view of Lakewell Manor on the cliff above. Though it's surrounded by mossy high walls, I find if I stand on tiptoes in just the right place, I can catch a glimpse of the overgrown gardens and mossy grey walls of the building within, which haunts my dreams each night. Sometimes I'll see part of the garden wall has crumbled, or a window has cracked, and that's all I need, confirmation that it's no longer as strong as it once was. Confirmation that the march of time will one day mean it is finally gone. But today, something is different. There's movement within the grounds. Several people flooding in and out of the manor carrying boxes, some with hard hats on too. I almost stumble as I strain to see better. Maybe it's finally going to be knocked down. Or worse, has it been sold to new owners looking to renovate Lakewell Manor and return it to its former glory? I feel a shiver of horror as I contemplate that. My friend Lester will know. The sooner I get this round out of the way, the sooner I can visit his patisserie and see just what he knows. So I quickly go to the first house on my round, my hands trembling as I slip several letters into the postbox there. It'll be fine, Liz, I tell myself. It'll all be fine. A word, please, a voice calls out above me. I look up to see a woman leaning over the balcony closest to me. Tilda Beashel lives in a sunflower-coloured cottage. Ironic, really, considering she's the least sunny person I've ever known. She used to be in the year above me at school and revelled in the fact that her father was a local police officer. He was actually lovely, a complete contrast to his daughter. Her husband, Toby, is also lovely. I've never understood how the two of them can be together. I often overhear the way she speaks to him, treating him like a piece of rubbish that needs taking out. And yet he's the one who pays for her expensive boutique dresses. I say expensive because I overheard Toby shouting at her once about a credit card bill. And who can blame him? In the 3 months since I've moved back to Easthaven, I've recorded in my notepad that she has received 72 clothing deliveries. I'm presuming they're clothes from the feel of the packages. Looking at the labels on the packages, the shops they come from sell dresses at an average of £60 per dress. That's £4,320 spent on clothes in less than 3 months. No wonder Toby gets so angry, poor man. I saw you on our Ring camera, you know, Tilda snaps down at me now. I don't appreciate you sniffing around our front garden. She gestures angrily at the small lawn to the right of their house, surrounded by a white picket fence and accessed by a small matching gate.